Hi there, it's H. Victoria Hargro Atkerson again. I'm an author and a writer, and I wanted to kind of go back and talk about some of the things we discussed over the last week. Now, do not fear, because all of this is going to be in a book form that will be available to you very soon. So, we were talking about what it takes to become a writer, and just as a quick review, I want to go over a few things. First of all, you have to accept the responsibility of being a writer. Then you have to identify yourself as a writer. And after you identify yourself, you have to make space in your schedule and your life for writing. That means giving yourself the desk space or bed space or whatever environment you want to create to do your writing in. You have to claim that. And then you want to sit down and do the work, okay? This is the good part. Entrench yourself into it, create something marvelous that the world is going to love forever. So, writing is eternal, folks. So, make sure that when you write something, you want to write a story that people are going to remember, okay? Create characters that are going to have substance and lovability, I call it. So after you wrote your book, now you want to go back over it, you want to edit it, um, get it in shape, get friends to read it, and also you want to protect it to make sure that everything has been done to secure it for you, because you being a writer, you have to own your own work, so you need to get a copyright. And you can do that through the next stage, which is to get a publisher or an agent, or you can be your own agent and your own publisher. So those are things that you have to do to make sure, because you have to publish the work in order to become a writer. Publish through a magazine, a blog, the blogosphere, or wherever. You're going to have to get your work published. That's the next step, which is really exciting. And once you get published, you're going to have to get out there and sell your work. And that's the fun part for me, because you get to find those people who will be interested in your writing, but you also have to sell yourself as a writer. You have to tell people why you're writing, what you write about, and just let them get to know you as a person, because that is a relationship that's going to be, for the rest of your life, your writing life anyway. So the very next step as to once you get out there and you sell your book, the next step you want to do is to establish a brand. That means, who are you? Like my brand, H. Victoria Hargro Atkerson. Who am I? So I want to establish that. So what are you going to do to establish that? You're going to get all kinds of paraphernalia that backs you up. Okay, like this website that we're doing here, the broadcast we're doing here. Get yourself a good website, which I have a very creative one that reflects who I am. And when people click it on, they'll know exactly who they are inquiring about, because it gives you my biography, it tells you what I published, it tells you where I'm going, it tells you where I've been, all those things. That's establishing a brand. Then you want to get all your support mechanism, which would be your bookmarks, your paperweights, whatever you choose to distribute into the atmosphere, and to all your people who come to visit you at your book signing and whatever. You want to get business cards. You want to get banners. You need a tent. You have to have your own tent. It's very crazy when you don't. Then you want to get all the paraphernalia that make you you. T-shirts that people can hold on to. And then you want to do broadcasts. You want to do interviews. You want to make appearances at book clubs, libraries. All that helps you to establish who you are as a writer. And when somebody says, who is H. Victoria Hargro Atkerson, they're going to go to the internet, they're going to hit my name, and guess what? They're going to find out, because there's a lot of paraphernalia out there telling them who I am as a writer. Where does she come from? How does she become a writer? Blah, 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 blah. You get the idea? So you want to establish a brand. Tell the world who you are as a writer, and the collection of your books. What is your collection about? What is your genre? I do historical fiction as a basis, but I also do straight fiction, and I also do some nonfiction, which I'm just beginning to publish. So establish who you are and tell the world who you want to be as a writer. Because when you say it into the world, you become that person. So enjoy this process and do not worry. Like I said, all of this information is going to be in book form and it'll be on Kindle, so you'll be able to access it when you need it. So what do you need to become a writer? Commitment. Commit yourself to that process and you will do wonderfully. And concentrate on making great stories, writing good articles, doing dynamic poetry, things that are going to move people. This is an exciting time we're in. So the world is yours. All you have to do is pick up the challenge and move on, okay? Now, be sure to take the time to go to Amazon.com or Barnes & Nobles or any bookstore and request this book. This is my latest. This is Enslaved. So be sure to pick up a copy. Okay, now, thank you for joining me, and I invite you to enjoy my reading, my books. I have 5 out now, so it's going to keep you busy for the rest of the year, but be aware that I have a couple more coming out this year, which are going to be really exciting, and I can't wait to tell you about it. Before you go, though, be sure to hit that red button that says subscribe, because I would like to invite you to join my family here, and let's get to know each other. It's an electronic family, which is really not as demanding as your own personal family, but we have fun and we enjoy and we support each other. So take care. Love to you.